Every year, it gets colder. Now let's see if we can't put some life into you. One of my older works. I must have painted that when I was in my late teens. I won't mess with this one, but I think I'd like to revisit this particular scene in a painting. Perhaps something that goes further back, to the beginning of the journey. Dragons and dreams. I could never write as well as she did, so I stopped trying. Why did you never come back to me, Mama? Were you really not able to find your way? Or did something else happen? Did you forget about us? They wouldn't do me much good. Those wards are long gone. Oh, Papa, trying to keep me here with wards and old magic. I must have been such a handful for him and a royal pain in the ass. I like to think Papa found Mama in the end, and that they lived out their lives together somewhere green and beautiful. I miss you guys so much. One of my favorite worlds, vast and beautiful. It took me days to walk there, across treacherous song lines, avoiding discordants and bell strikers. I prefer my worlds three-dimensional, thank you very much. The dead walked in that world. They were exceedingly polite, but it still creeped me out no end. One day, I'll get rid of that accursed thing. It's stained with the blood of dragons, but it's too dangerous to simply discard. I don't much like holding it anymore. It's thick with the blood of dragons, and heavy with broken dreams. One of the Sylphan worlds, beautiful and peaceful, as always, so naturally, I grew bored again. I had to visit Letok. I couldn't just let that mystery be. But the paths didn't lead me to them, all to that time, and I found nothing. Still so many worlds unvisited, so many universes left to traverse, but time's running out for me. There. Oh, yes, I remember that place, and that strapping Coruscant farm boy. It was an enjoyable 2 weeks, until his wife returned. The people of Stark got a sneak peek of what reunification would be like with the collapse. For most, it was not a pleasant experience. The Secret Lives of Stickman. I'll sit down and read later, with a good cup of tea from a floating teacup. She came to me when I was a child, She spoke to me, comforted me. I believe we'll meet again. And maybe then the mysteries will become clear to me. Worlds like that one are jarring. Everything just slightly off. It's like it was designed to keep me on edge, and I have such a hard time understanding post-physicals. The complete history of the War of the Balance and the Reunification of Worlds. Volumes 1 to 13. I've yet to make it all the way through, I'm afraid. That's a tale for another occasion. The twin worlds became one, and decades of strife and unrest followed. Many perished, but it had to be so. Magic and science could not be divided forever. Our bloodless king. He did not enjoy that throne, but he never complained. Not to me, at least. Even my endless teasing couldn't faze him. My dearest Kian, I miss our long conversations. I even miss how every single one of my jokes passed over your head. Not bad for a 7-year-old with no idea of what was happening to her and why she was having such vivid dreams. I'll leave them up. After all, Papa isn't around to tell me to clean up and bring them to my room. Brave Zoe. It couldn't have been easy getting caught up in events and wanting nothing more than a quiet, normal life. From what I've heard, she lived a long and fulfilling life. And I know she passed the dream on, or all this wouldn't be. Huxley. He's the only creature in this little world of ours older than me. Oh, dear old Huxley. You're barely holding together. What's that, Huxley? You miss Papa? I miss him too, old buddy. Now that my life's winding down, I feel like I'm just beginning to understand song lines. But at least here they are, charted and documented. Someone may benefit from my experiences. I would so like to go, but not now, not today. This was April's. I'm not sure how that's possible or how it ended up here, but so much energy. Her chi is in this. His feathers are a lot grayer these days, poor thing. He hates growing old even more than I do. leave it be. It's hard sometimes to separate my own memories from what I've read and heard. April's journeys are vivid to me, but also dreamlike. Someday, at the very end, maybe we will meet face to face before the cycle begins anew. Rose loved to tinker with her creations. Now, where did those dragonflies of hers go? It's the comfy chair.
It's freezing out there. You should not have let me go outside. Brr.
You're a big boy. What imbalance were you thinking?
Fresh air. And I was going a bit stir-crazy inside.
You know very well it's not safe. Paths shift with the wind between worlds, and the song lines are fragile things at the best of times. One discord, and you could end up lost forever. Just like...
You worry too much, old woman.
Oh, old woman? Huh? You're no spring chicken yourself, bird.
Oh, bird me. I've survived worse. Anyway, time to dry my cold feathers by a roaring fire while I enjoy a saucer of sweet sherry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to tell you. You can't.
What? I can't what?
Be here.
You're not serious. You're serious.
I'm receiving a visitor, and she mustn't see you. There'll be too many questions. Questions I can't easily answer.
And who, pray tell, is this very important visitor?
I will tell you. Afterwards. Go upstairs and warm yourself by the chimney. It won't be too long.
After all these years, I get no respect. No, don't say anything. It's fine. I'm going upstairs. Just don't expect me to come back down again later. Or ever.
I'm making shortbread.
Call me when it's ready.
Welcome, April Ryan.